Welcome to this episode of 201 Today. In this program, we're going to show you footage and highlights of our Morton East and West graduation ceremonies. So sit back and enjoy this program and this episode of 201 Today graduation activities.
Good afternoon, friends, family, and fellow classmates. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on this very special day, as well as thank the administration for all that they do for our school, and congratulate Morton West's graduating class of 2012. When I was trying to write this, I just stared at the blank screen for a few minutes, unsure of what to say. I considered solving the problem of global warming or discussing world peace, but then thought I should save something for college. Instead, I started thinking back on our 4 years together. Freshman year, we were tiny and uncertain. The building seemed so large, full of strangers. Sophomore year, we got into the groove of the school, and we grew to be more confident. Strangers became friends. Junior year, all we could think about was getting to be seniors. And then, finally, senior year. Our senior year has been filled with unforgettable and treasured moments. Our last first day, our last homecoming. Then, these last few weeks, we've had our senior events. Prom, a mere 2 weeks ago, will forever be remembered in the minds of every senior who attended. Senior breakfast and senior picnic were moments we were reminded we will not pass this way again. This is a time for reflection, for it is the end of our education at Morton, but it is the beginning of so much more. Everyone takes different memories from high school, something that makes their experience extra special. Personally, I'll take the diverse character of the teachers. The teachers have widely different teaching styles and personalities, and I love that about high school. Now, here we are, about to walk across the stage. Next year will take us all over the country on so many different paths. In 4 years, we may meet again by chance, celebrating another graduation or out in the workforce. When we catch up, we'll realize that the other has a family, a successful career, or is still serving our country. We've all changed so much from freshman year to today. The school around us has changed. We've been through difficult times, trying to do our best with tight budgeting and cutbacks. But because of this, we've grown to stronger men and women. Tested by adversity, we overcame and excelled. Einstein said it best, "I am thankful for all the people who said no to me. Because of them, I did it myself." As children, we are told to reach for the stars. But when times get hard, like they have in the past few years, the stars are covered by clouds and some give up. But what we've learned to do is look through the clouds and visualize what could be. There is no limit to our potential.
Welcome, administration, faculty, families, and fellow graduates of 2012. For a few days, I forced myself to write a speech with some deep, insightful message, hoping to invoke thought, inspiration, using quotes by E. Cummings, Hemingway, and C.S. Lewis that I didn't even understand, hoping to provide some sort of relevance to our lives. We don't think about it every day, and we probably take it for granted, but friendship is what shapes your experience of high school. Just think back to freshman year. I remember my first day of school like it was just yesterday. My mom pulls up in front of the school, and it's like kindergarten all over again. I turned to her and said, "I don't want to go in there, Mommy." So there I was, locked in a giant building filled with crazy people. But somehow, we were able to make friends in such a strange environment. These friends become our support system throughout our lives. For most people, school wasn't just studying for tests and completing assignments, but the time spent with friends, the experiences enjoyed, and the bonds formed in those hallways and classrooms. In turn, those bonds have helped us grow and become the people we are today. And so here we are today, at the end of a significant phase of our lives and the beginning of another. All of our accomplishments can't be measured with grade point average, seen in our transcripts, and displayed with a diploma. Aside from receiving an academic education, we have also received a lesson about ourselves. Whether we notice it or not, we grew up at Morton West. I know that I am not as good as I could be, not as good as I should be, but am better than I used to be. And I know that I couldn't have done it without my friends, peers, and teachers. We have all got to know a lot of different people, and we'll get to know a lot more as our education continues. I remember often being told that it's not what you know, but who you know in order to be successful. So I say, let us build new friendships based on what we have become, but let us not forget those who made us what we are. Thank you.
I am honored to say that these past 4 years have been filled with the most enriching moments of my life. This is mostly due to the fact that we have been surrounded by some of the most intelligent and diverse students and faculty members who have taught us to stand up for ourselves and fight through whatever disadvantages we may face. And to be honest, seniors, I think we've done a pretty good job. And the journey doesn't stop here. At the end of a road, a new adventure begins. But I think there are a few things we need to be thankful for. Like our teachers and counselors and their never-ending efforts to help us succeed. Our extremely supportive principal and his daily encouragement to keep moving ahead with a strong Mustang spirit. Our deans and assistant principals and their persistence in teaching us to respect authority, as well as our dedicated superintendent who has been constantly fighting to give us opportunity after opportunity. And this year, to show our appreciation and honor ourselves as seniors, we presented the Senior Lounge as the 2012 class gift. The continuous use of this lounge will echo the class name for many years to come. Continuing on, and most importantly, we need to be thankful for each other. Because when we leave here today and take the next step in our lives, it's not going to be easy. Of course, people are going to tell us that we can't, and people are going to say that we aren't good enough. But that's when we'll look back and know that we're not alone, and we can be whatever we want to be. Of course, that's easier said than done, but that's okay because few good things ever happen easily. It will take time and persistence, and once again, most of all, we will need each other because all great achievements have one thing in common, people with a passion to succeed, like all of us sitting in this room today. So love where you come from because it is a part of who you are, and don't be afraid to be you because the most important opinion you should have of yourself, the most important opinion you should have is the one you have of yourself. I wish you all the best of luck, seniors, and I know that you all will amount to something great. Be thankful for what you've been given and never take it for granted. And please, please, for the sake of the fashion industry, never wear a white polo and khaki pants again. Congratulations, fast students of the world is now yours.
All right, class of 2012. As principal of Morton West High School, it's been a privilege to serve you. Along with your parents, family members, friends, faculty, and staff who have helped to make this day possible, I am personally honored to be a part of this special ceremony honoring you, Morton West High School's class of 2012. Graduating from Morton West is an important developmental milestone in your life, like landing your first major job, graduating from college, getting married, or even having your first child. Milestones are important because they are products of many conscious, well-thought-out personal choices and decisions. Important milestones will represent times in your life when you will look to the past and reflect on making the right decision, even when making that decision had some uncertain results. Planning for milestones will also enable you to look to the future, to the promise of outstanding accomplishments for success. For the moment, I'd like to reflect on a few things I know you have learned from your experience at Morton West High School. Among the most important of these experiences is the value of learning and working and living with people who may be different than you. Our only hope in making the world a better place to deal with people from different religions, ethnic groups, and cultural backgrounds is that we can live together in harmony is for you who have acquired so many of these positive experiences to work harmoniously with each other in order to make the world a better place to live. One of the greatest gifts Morton West has to give is this gift of diversity. Now that you've experienced it, continue to treasure it, it will serve you well. Your experiences at Morton West have given you a sense of common values and beliefs that have united us all. As different as we are from one another, you have learned that we're really more alike in many astonishing ways. All of us value love, trust, integrity, honesty, patriotism, our own heritage, and so much more. We collectively realize these commonalities only when we share, as you, the class of 2012, has, in real-world experiences through academics, athletics, and extracurricular experiences. In addition, your education at Morton West has taught you that knowledge and skills alone aren't enough. It's how you will use this knowledge that you've gained that will make a difference in the lives and the lives of others. This is what is called wisdom. Wisdom to do the right thing, not just to do things right. Wisdom must, in turn, be joined with courage, the willingness to act on principles, not moral expediency, and compassion, the genuine concern and the well-being of others. Wisdom, courage, and compassion together are the foundations of a fruitful and productive life. Finally, it is important to look forward to the time when your education will make it possible for you to participate in the many rich benefits that are part of our community as well as our nation. But ultimately, remember that what you'll be judged on is not whether you took the best from the world, but whether you gave your best. Completing my third year as principal of Morton West, you personally have taught me many things. You have taught me how to celebrate as a state champion, thanks to the thrilling win in Frankfurt in November. You have taught me that our students have a desire for a rigorous academic program, as the class of 2012 graduates were enrolled in the highest number of advanced placement classes in the history of Morton West. You have taught me that student involvement in school and community activities, as well as co-curricular athletics, are important to students, as we had the highest number of students engaged in co-curricular activities ever. And lastly, you have allowed me the opportunity to express my compassion, deal with my frustrations, yet most of all, experience an immense amount of joy, happiness, and pride as we celebrated your so many personal and class accomplishments. You're an outstandingly talented class, and I congratulate you and wish you the very best in life. The Board of Education, Superintendent Kozdewski, the Morton West administration, your teachers, and the entire Morton West community hope that what you have learned at Morton West will make it possible for you to give your best to this ever-changing world. As the educational reformer named Horace Mann once said, "Let us not be content to wait and see what will happen, but give us determination to make the right things happen." The world needs strong leaders, so lead, just don't follow. You've been prepared to do great things. What you will, you can. Thanks, and congratulations on your accomplishment. Class of 2012.